Alright. Hello. And now we are going to roll for a new character. I have redone the character rolling, and there's a lot more to it now. And we are actually going to be rolling 5 traits instead of 3, because now there's more options for stuff that could happen. I'll slowly scroll down on these. Some of this is pretty low. I know some options have way less than others, but I'm gonna fill them out over time anyways too. This is just what we have now. And this is more than what we had before too. Some things were reworked, some from previous things, so now I'll just go down the list slowly for a bit for you to see it, and then we'll roll. Feel free to pause whenever. And that was the list. So we will be rolling 1d46 now. 5 times. All right. Roll. 1d46. All right. Let's see. Start. And stop. 87. Was that the bite of 87? 87. Oh, hey. Look, we got something that I can end up talking about. For identity, hooray, we've got panromantic. Next. 5. What's that? 5. Acrophobia, fears heights. Cool, we got another Charlie. Paste. Start again. Stop. 177. Or 117, right? Yeah, 117, not 177. Completion. Kill the end, defeat the Ender Dragon. Hooray. Cool. We got a goal. Man, we might have one of each thing. Not one of each thing, but we might not have a repeat here. Stop. 113. We were right there. 113. Wealth. So they got 2 goals that they want. I could re-roll that, but I actually don't mind having 2 goals. Oh. Okay. Next. 76. This is our last one. They are non-binary. Hooray! We got ourselves a they-them boss. Hooray! Paste. Yippee! So, they fear heights. They're non-binary. They love all genders. They want to kill the Ender Dragon. And they want to get wealthy doing it. All that's left for me to do is get a texture pack and their starting location. But you don't need to see that. I'll see you when that happens. Hello and welcome to character number whatever this is. Just as a recap, this character has acrophobia. That's right. Oh, we should not, immediately the first thing that happens is this character has acrophobia, so they... Are you kidding me? This is not starting off well for this character at all. I feel bad for them, because they are a they, them. We got non-binary. I can't believe we got two, like, gender-related things, whatever the hell you want to call it. LGBT, that liberal stuff. Anyways, I might as well talk about that first. That being that, oh my god, Emerald. This is nearly perfect. If only we could get, if only we could get some iron or something already, but oh my god, this is a nightmare for them already. We are really high up. We took a bit of fall damage, but we needed to get away from that zombie. Otherwise, we would have taken a bit more damage. Oh, that's messed up texture. This texture pack said it was updated recently. Are there any trees around? Or are those illagers cock blocking us? Anyways, gender. Who gives a shit? There's some people who will be mad about the inclusion of gender and sexuality, quote unquote. But they do nothing. So what's got your panties in a twist, huh? There's some iron already. Oh my god, we could get some emeralds. We could start working on our goal if we had wood. We really need some wood. It's a shame that there's not a tree anywhere around here. And this character spawned on their nightmare of being really high up, because once we get down from here, we're not coming back up to these emeralds. Oh, that means that we're gonna have to be stuck with... Oh my god, we could get a bed immediately. This could be a character that easily gets a bed. Please don't fall down like that. That would be so super dumb. Okay, come on. Come on. Get away from me, stupid zombie. Ow. Ow, I forgot that that's how Java does it. Okay, we gotta go get that sheep. If only we had a pickaxe at all. I feel like maybe I should have a gift. You know what? That's a milestone. I could do that. Oh my god. If characters complete their quest, there's a milestone that that gives a benefit for all future characters that are rolled. One can be like tools. That characters start off with some tools, because right now sucks that we don't have any. Maybe they'd start off with wood tools or something. Oh, come on. No, no, please. We just need wood. We just need wood. Wait, please, where? Where can there be some wood? We really need it. If we could get that, we could get anything. We'll be so close to starting our goal. Did we seriously have to get the one area that has no trees? All these other mountains have trees. Why? Why would you do this to me? Okay. We're gonna have to... Oh my god. Honestly, I kind of want to stay on this mountain. But I don't want to bore you, so I might... You know what? We're gonna tunnel in here. And... I will be back when it is daytime. Is that iron? No, that can't be iron. That's gotta be andesite or something. Right? Okay. Let me just find my way around here. Oh, no. Nothing can get up to me. So... I mean, I guess we could just relax here for a bit. It sucks that we don't got... Anyways. Gender, sexuality, doesn't matter. Okay? Like, you can argue, like, then why is it here? Why not have it? Then, sure, we could have rolled some better, like... We could have rolled some better stats, but we also could have rolled way, way worse stats. And, like, truth be told, I'm not much... I don't have that much knowledge in, like, the LGBT community, despite being in it. And that's kind of... that was one of the things I was going to bring up before, and now that is... our topic for this current moment. And so I've never really been a part of it. I am like literally in the LGBTQ. I'm trans. Go ahead and do whatever, say whatever you want. Listen, you're not gonna get anything from me. I don't give a shit. But I feel like I've kind of been left out sometimes. I feel like I don't know enough about the community. I don't know the culture all too much. I'm still a newbie. Which is weird. Because it's like, I'm a part of the culture by default, but I don't know anything about it. Right? I mean, it's kind of how I feel about my heritage My family, like most of my, like my not my immediate family. Yeah, I guess you'd say they're also Mexican, but my family is of Mexican heritage. Also, that is definitely iron. Oh my god. My family is of Mexican heritage, but I know nothing about my culture. I know absolutely nothing about it. I mean, that's kind of a lie. I know about some of it, but not enough. And the same thing goes with LGBTQ. And this series kind of, or this addition to the series is just kind of to get me out of my comfort zone. Because before I assumed every character I was playing was a dude, right? Because that's like the default. The default state of character creation nowadays is man, right? It's a man, specifically straight white man, right? That's been the default for hundreds, thousands of years, whatever. And I wanted to have more unique characters. I'm actually very happy we got like two things, because now I can talk about gender and I can talk about quote unquote sexuality. It's romance. There's a difference. There's sexual identity and romantic identity, right? There isn't room for sexual identity in this specific context. Either way, I feel like if I talked too much about sexual identity, I'd have to age restrict this video. But no, that guy's got a helmet. Anyways, there's two parts to your love language, your identity. There's love and lust, right? Separate. These are separate concepts. Remember that. They are separate concepts. Some people don't understand this. Love is the important thing. I feel like we need, in order for people to not be as angry at the LGBTQ, you gotta specifically use love as the basis for teaching. Because that's like the main thing we preach about, right? It's all about the love. And that is what romance is. So there's homosexual and then there's homoromantic. You might be asking. You're probably not. Who knows? There's nobody around. What is the difference? Love and lust. Romance is homoromantic is about loving. You love the same gender as you. That's it. You love them. Homosexual, you are lustful of the same gender as you. And that's all I'll say about that. You can be two different kinds. Being homoromantic does not automatically mean you are homosexual. Got it? You can mix and match these to your heart's content. And then gender literally doesn't exist. Gender was created, it's when people say, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna use pronouns or whatever. It's like, cool. I'm not gonna call you he then. You don't want to be called he, little boy, huh? And it's like, that is what a pronoun is. You you what are we gonna call each other, huh? The sole reason why pronouns exist is because of guys who, like, they sit there questioning. They need to be affirmed. They need to be affirmed that they're manly. They need to be called he. That's all pronouns are. And this is speaking from a completely, like, just normal, logical thing. I can agree that some pronouns are kind of, like, unnecessary. You're not gonna catch me saying Zer or whatever. I'm not using that. That's a little weird. I don't even like pronouns to begin with. Pronouns are dumb. All pronouns are dumb, though. I just specifically only ever say they, them when, like, I say he or she or whatever around normal people, but in my own thoughts, I mostly use they. Because it's like the concept of gender itself is dumb. And I only use she pronouns because of practical reasons. Gender isn't tied to your body, okay? Gender is a completely made up concept for us, okay? Sex is real. Your sex, whether you're a guy, like you got a penis or whatever, that's real. Gender is not. Gender is completely fabricated in our mind. This is a weird tangent to go on, but I have to preface this for someone at some point. I can point back to this video and be like, hey buddy, get with the program. I've already explained this. That might be you. I might have genuinely been like, I explained this more in this video. Guess what, pal? It's okay to be ignorant. Ow. I'm literally ignorant of this same concept. I genuinely, or I just kind of said that. Oh my god, we took some fall damage again. For a character that doesn't like heights. This is horrible. We can't get to anywhere. We can't get down anywhere. I yapped the entire night talking about gender and romance, but for the purpose of this series, I thought it was kind of cool to have that. Because some people might be like, okay, this is cool and all, but why include in this? Again, why not? The whole point is to make characters, right? Why not have unique characters? I could specify that these characters are aliens or something. Who knows what these characters are? Okay, we gotta get down. We're not gonna get anything good from up here. Goodbye, emeralds. We almost... And all that iron, too. Okay. This is gonna be their nightmare. And it could be our death. But... we're gonna bridge across. That was a rant, but I had to preface that. Anyways, I can get back to the topic I was talking about, that being that I don't even really understand that much of the LGBTQ myself, despite being in it. Okay, we got some wood over here. Those pigs are... Okay, some wood, a little bit of wood. This area is more promising. Oh, wow. This isn't that bad. I can't wait for the AI overview on this video to summarize being like, she has a actual meltdown about gender and sexuality and all that, and shares their viewpoints, and then I get taken down for that. Or whatever. Oh my... Why are you mad? What is wrong with you? Okay. We got some wood. Please, just give me a sapling. Yes! Okay. Let's make it back over there. You know what? Do we really need to make it back over there right now? Where? Oh, that's our bridge. Crafting table. Okay. Pickaxe. Okay. We mine, and then we craft. Let's Minecraft. Okay. But my personal experiences in the LGBTQ is like, I feel like I'm just a normal person that hasn't been corrupted by like bigotry. And that's it. I don't know if I should really even be considered a part of the LGBTQ, since for the most part I'm just kind of like normal person, and that's kind of how I want to be viewed. I don't showboat about, like, that's the thing that kind of like annoys me about the LGBTQ sometimes, is that like they make a spectacle out of it, and I don't like that. I don't like being made a spectacle of, right? I am a normal person as much as anyone else. I want to be treated like that. I don't care to show off like my gender, right? I don't care about showing off anything. It's just how I am, right? It's not important to anyone, right? It's barely even important to myself. I don't acknowledge it in my own life that much. And that's how I want it to be. Like, I can use my book bag as an example. I have a trans pin that my friend got me. Thank you, by the way, if you're seeing this. Very much appreciate it. And I have it there, but that's it. People can see it, but I don't mention it to people. Like, I don't go over to people and I'm like, hey, look at this pin, look at me, I'm trans. I don't go telling people everything because they don't need to care. I'll go by whatever. Gender doesn't exist. Pronouns don't exist. Or pronouns are like suggestion of what a person wants to be addressed by. It doesn't matter. If like they them is the closest we can get to having no pronouns. I would love that. Because I am not using Zer or all that. It's dumb. And I think that's where I butt heads with some people sometimes in the community. Because I like I'll end up saying hi to people who are also LGBTQ, and then like my own opinion of how I do things in the LGBTQ gets like brought up, and it's seen as rude because I don't like I mess up people's pronouns despite, you know, like a normal LGBTQ person would think that a fellow LGBTQ person might know how to use pronouns correctly and stuff. Not this one. And that can get annoying for some people. Anyways, we're gonna make a bed in this mountain. It kind of sucks that we're in this mountain because this character would not choose this, but I think that the look of that emerald, being able to actually go out and mine some emerald, really, like, it set a fire in them, right? They want it. See, I'm using pronouns correctly for this character, but that's easy because they're a character. They don't give a shit if I misgender them. Because they're not real. And that's the other thing also, is that everybody gets their panties into a twist. I gotta find a better way to say it, because say people get all worked up. There we go. People get all worked up about, like, I don't want this like a transgender in my game, my favorite game. I'm gonna boycott the woke media. It's pixels on a screen, dude. That's just how things happen, right? Like it's just pixels on a screen. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Comprende? Understand? ¿Me entiendes? That's the only, like, thing I really know. Or, I kind of know that word in Spanish because of my dad. Because he says that to a friend of ours. Like, whenever he's explaining something. So I just know that that's kind of what it means, is understand this or something. You know, I realize we're 47 minutes in, or at least it's 12:47. Nobody stuck around for the entire rant that I did. Right? That rant fell on deaf ears. Maybe it didn't. Maybe this is what goes viral. That would suck. Okay, we just need to get back to here. We'll take our thing here, and then take you. And we are just gonna go across. And not die. Right? Okay, good. We're fine. I gotta think of a good name for this character now. I guess it's kind of easy naming a non-binary. You just think of an object. Maybe made someone mad. But I mean, it's true. Either that or I name him after a spice. Not a spice, herb. Okay. Well, we know it was this way. This was our little makeshift home over here. We might as well live here for a bit. Just until we get enough emeralds. I know we could trade and get a lot more emeralds, but I think it's kind of cool as a goal to get emeralds, like mining them, like getting a stack of emeralds from that. But this place is a waking nightmare for him. Because we are so high up. I also gotta go count how many times we fell from fall damage. I still need to come up with like an insanity system. I like the concept of insanity being like something that can also kill characters, but I don't know what insanity should do. Maybe the AI overview will come up with something. That's right, AI overview. I demand of you to come up with something. I can't believe that my videos got an AI overview. Like, I always assumed that you only get an AI overview or a, like, automated captions if you have a video that does good enough. I didn't think that they'd waste their resources on something like this. Okay. Well, we can get this iron too. Man, we're gonna be decked out in iron. This character is already, like, gatekeep girl bossing it, dog. They got full on. Man, we just keep winning. We got so much iron. Every other character would kill to have this much iron. I swear we've gone like multiple. Oh my god. We're in heaven. We're in heaven. We're this may be iron, but we are striking gold. I'm going to be so desensitized by iron by the end of this that when we go back when I go back to another character, I'm going to be like, oh man, I thought it was so much easier. Okay. Iron there. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to plant a tree here. Let's get... I gotta find out a name for this character. I don't want it to be like Bishop, where I can't find a name until like way later. I really want to find a fitting name for them. I guess it is easier now that it's a they them. So I could choose whatever. Okay. Well, we have a place to plant that tree now. And we have this area. I don't know why I did this now. I can have that lead directly into the house. And I can decorate the roof. I can structurally reinforce this roof now. Okay. Man. You know what? We can make a iron pick now. It feels so good being so rich. Like, this isn't even like true rich. This is some chump change shit compared to the amount of rich we're gonna be with either emeralds or diamonds. We'll probably say, like, I have it vague on purpose in some goals to like adjust, you know, have some variation within the goals. So like the emerald or iron stipulation there is dependent on how I handle it. And for this one, we're going to go with a stack of emerald, but the stipulation is we got to mine the emeralds. That's our goal. We could get a stack of diamonds anytime with any character. This character has a unique opportunity where we can actually like get some stuff, you know, or like get it ourselves. Sorry, hiccups. AI overview. Say that I have hiccups the entire video. Lie to the people. I am wasting YouTube's resources, man. We should cook some food too. But we'll sleep and then we'll start a new video. Let me just double check I'm recording, right? Yes, I'm recording perfectly fine. I recorded this. Alright, this is a nice little humble abode. Let's get some they them furniture. I immediately made someone leave after uttering that sentence. Man, we have enough iron for a block of it? Oh, I can't wait for cushions. Dude, cushions are gonna go amazing with this. Okay. Let's make a bit of a wider table, I guess. There we go. And then we'll put our bed in the far corner. Hooray. Man, this is already like starting to be so well. There's 2 minutes left. Let me cross off that topic. I could probably still talk about more stuff of the LGBTQ, but I don't need to really. This is the life. We gotta light up that place, but that's for a future time. Also, I don't like the furniture here right now. We're going to redo this furniture. I can't wait for cushions. I'm actually very stoked because I feel like that's gonna have to be a topic for next episode. Luckily, it's fresh in my mind, and I can write it down too. There we go. New topic for next episode that I can immediately get into. Good night.